Me mobi akwa ba ojinya me channel so. Idi am just Tony. Me da say ma subscribe, ma share na mama information edu achi na mu nyina. Mama jinya me ebusuadom no enyi akonani. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. Today's conversation is going to be very educative and informative. We have our brother here in our African community. He is really vested in building website. When it comes to IT, he is top notch. He knows what he's doing, and he's been doing for a lot of people in our community. He is the one I'm going to introduce you to today on today's discussion. He's not a Ghanaian, so mostly our conversation is going to be in English. He's really good, and he's African. So when it comes to IT, it has become part of our life right now. Since the COVID came in, everybody knows about computer, IT, information technology, how it works and how it can help you. We're going to discuss some of the things that he can do to help our community, especially the community, especially for our various associations who have a website and want to build it so that you'll be able to log in, do registration, make payments without even going for a physical meeting. He's really good at it, and he's going to tell us more. So I will take a small breather, and when I come back, I will introduce my guest and we start with our conversation. Stay tuned. Train menko baby me nepi ye de enkomodi na atwaso medase ye basisia
ye frame ohuma afakuma kaswa onashe je na me channel.
Hey, what's up, lovely people? This is Opambo David coming to you all the way from Accra, and I want you to tune into the Jinyame YouTube channel in Dallas. God bless.
Thank you for tuning in. We're back from our breather. We're about to start our discussion. My guest here is Aaron. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome. Thank you. Today's discussion, I know you don't really speak our dialect, so it's going to be hard for you to speak the Cree. But hey, we are all one people, you know. You can go ahead and speak the English wherever you, even if you want to put in your local language, the Liberian, right?
Okay.
And it's gonna fit. Hey, go ahead and speak it, man. That's how languages evolve from one to the other. So don't worry. So without taking much of time, I'm going to mention your name. What's your name?
My name is Aaron Grant.
Aaron Grant.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you do?
I work in the airlines industry as a senior IT engineer.
IT engineer.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big post there. Okay. So how long have you been working in the IT field?
Well, my experience is over 5 years in the IT field.
Okay.
Right. I've been with the airline industry for over 6 years now. And then I've been doing IT way back from Africa. So
okay, Africa. What part of Africa are you from? I know I mentioned it, but tell the public so that they know that you are from home.
I'm originally from Liberia.
Liberia, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Went to school in Liberia, and then migrated over to Nigeria during the war in Liberia. We had a civil war. And then I did go to school in Nigeria as well. That's where I got my first undergraduate degree from Nigeria.
In IT?
In electronic engineering.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then right after my first undergraduate degree, I moved over to the UK, where I did my master's in computer networks.
Okay, good. So in the IT, I know we have so many kinds of IT, information technology, you know, so many branches. Which kind do you practice in, or do you really study?
So as I said, I did my master in computer networks, but then when you get into the IT industry, which is completely vast, it changes.
Okay.
So my day-to-day activities right now, is basically an MDM engineer for the airline industry. What that means is that I'm a mobile device management engineer. So I work more on the server side of things. All right. So the best way to put it is I manage the devices and tell and determine what the device can do or cannot do.
Okay.
Right.
That's the one you do.
Right.
So why, if I may ask, why IT, not any other field than IT? Maybe you like the interest, you have passion for computers, or why IT?
Funny enough, when I was in high school, initially I thought of going into the medical field. All right, and that was as a result of family. My dad was not doing too well; he was not feeling too well, and I felt like going to the medical field actually helped him. But that's a story aside. But then when I did science in high school, because in high school you can decide which area you want to specialize. So I specialized into science.
Science, okay.
I started creating passion for technology. Right. I like to see how things evolve, and I like to see when you design something and then you put it into reality and you see the actual result. All right. And that's what kind of intriguing to me. That created my affection for information technology. Okay. And then as I grow, I realized that I have love for this thing. And that's how I devote my time to get into it.
Good. So, how did you study here? I know you say you have your first undergraduate from Nigeria. Did you study the IT here in America when you got here? Or I'm just asking in case somebody is listening to you and really have also passion and struggling to get IT courses done and doesn't know what to do. Any thing you can tell them? How did you start it and how long?
So, when I got out of when I did my undergraduate degree, in our final year, you have to basically, it's electronic engineering. Electronic engineering is vast, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you have to pick your area of specialization. At the time I was in school, I was learning how to code, right? I was learning to code HTML, then there was no CSS actually. I would learn how to code, and there was no computer, raw coding. So you take pen and paper and you write a code. Right.
Yeah.
And it was complicated. So when I graduated out of school at the time, IT was becoming like everybody was going into IT because that's what the future was looking like.
Okay.
And I had to take a step back and say, what do you want to do? Because it's vast. You have to choose an area of specialization. So the first thing I did was to do A+. So A+ is the beginning of IT. A+, it's not a self-paced. You can actually teach yourself, go online, do a self-paced study and go and write the exam. And then but basically it will teach you the fundamental of computers. That's why we teach you. That gave you the foundation for you to start going to different areas.
When you think of doing the IT program, what are some of the obstacles maybe one has to look out for, maybe which might that discourage one person from doing it? Is it the math or learning, reading? What do you think? I know everybody's situation is different, but in general, what do you think might cause people to change their mind, or the difficulty they might be facing if they want to do that course?
I think number one would be probably finance.
Finance, okay.
Right, because you need. It really depends on what you're doing. You need to pay for your certification. Training material, a lot of training material out there. So now it's up to you now to create a time to really go do a self-paced training if you want to. And if you are good at teaching yourself, all right, the people around you always say that a lot of communities online, a lot of platforms online that can help you. They can even ask questions. People will get back to you with solution. So the self-paced part is on you. So you determine and say, well, I need to create an hour every day to study this thing. And then when you accumulate a number of hours, that's probably like 7 hours in a week that you put into studying your certificate for certification. So that is up to you. The challenges that you're going to come with is the endurance that you have to put in yourself to go through the program. All right, apart from finance. So finance can be one. You don't have the money to do it. That's number one. That could be a roadblock. Probably don't have money to set up your computer in the house, to have computers and have your labs and all the kind of little things you can practice at home, all of that. But they have a lot of open labs now in different communities. You can go to the library, you can go to other places, and that community online that can really, really help with so many things.
Good.
Right.
I know there are some of the IT courses they do 3 months, some even 2 weeks. Do you think it's legit for somebody like a beginner to do it? Maybe after you started, there are some scams and all that. Do you think it's a good idea if for the 3 months and the 6 weeks?
Again, it depends on your pace of learning, right? It depends on it depends on your pace of learning. It could take me a month to learn the same course that would take somebody probably 3 months to learn, right? Good. So, and you just need to watch out. The certification is offered by prometric centers, right? So that's the key thing. Learning is different. Being certified is different. So you can go and study for the exam and go and get certified. That certification is valid because it's offered by prometric centers, right? Once you have a certification, any company in the world will accept that certification because it's valid.
It's valid,
right? Training for the certification is different. So you now have to find out how can I get training. For example, I want to do MCSA, which is a Microsoft certified certification, right? MCSA, which is the basic into going into Microsoft. If you want to support Microsoft operating system, Windows. That's one of the basics. You have to have a certification. It's accepted around the world, all right, by big organization. Now you need to basically, first of all, find how to get to be trained for that, and then once you get the training, you can now go for certification. All right.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Grant, IT expert. Thank you for this information. I know if you are home and you're watching and you're planning of doing an IT course, at least you have the beginner's idea of where to start and how it's gonna end and which information you need before you start. So if you now sharing IT information technology, your brother your friend of Mr. Grant of Liberia or IT admin for over 5 years now on one of the big American airlines in the year Juma. And unim the oil and educating on IT information if you want to start a course and how everything is gonna be and what he's going to do. We are going to take a commercial break. When we come back, he's going to tell us he has done some of the website, built some of the website for some of our Ghanaian community here in Dallas, Texas. He's going to tell us a little bit about it, what he can do, and how we need him to help us to develop, even if it's private website you need, commercial, anything individual, he's willing to do everything. I've certified it. He built FOS, the soccer group that we have here in Dallas, which is which was started by Randy Aqua. He is the president of the FOS, Friends of Soccer, and he built the website for us. We can go on there for any information, anything about soccer, uploading pictures, anything. He's good at it. So he'll tell us more about it. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, the list of nominees for the Ghana Music Awards USA is out. You can now vote for your favorite artist and nominees. Please vote online via www.gmaus.votinghubgh.com, or if you live in Ghana, you can vote on any mobile network. Just text *714*66#, then enter their voter ID. Wait and follow the prompt to complete your voting. You can also vote on Facebook. Simply log on to our Facebook page at Ghana Music Awards USA, then click to join the Ghana Music Awards USA voting group. After approval, begin to scroll down and click on the link for your favorite artist to cast their vote in their categories. It's very simple and easy. Now the question is, who will make history at the grand finale? Who wins the ultimate Artist of the Year, both in Ghana and in America?
Atonko Ghana Music Awards USA 2021.
Celebrating our culture, music, and our stars.
This event is sponsored by Angel Group of Companies, producers of Adonko Next Level Energy Drink, Angel Broadcasting Network, Lodican Home Care LLC, Van Dash LLC, Alcare Skincare Mixture, Swag of Africa, Video Partners.
Welcome to Transatlantic Air and Ocean Shipping USA. We are the only reputable shipping company that offers air cargo from Dallas to Ghana within 7 to 10 business days. Transatlantic ships from household goods, cars, electronics, auto parts, accessories, clothing, cosmetics, medication, and more at the speed of 7 to 10 business days. All costs are included. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area or in any other state in the USA, You can ship or drop off your goods or packages at our 4,000 square feet warehouse. Customers in Ghana can order or purchase goods and ship them directly to our warehouse, and we will consolidate and ship it to Ghana within 7 to 10 business days. Our ocean shipping service takes 8 to 9 weeks door to door. Again, prices are all inclusive. You don't have to pay any additional fees to customs. We are located at 7661 Rendon Bloodworth Road, Suite 600, Mansfield, Texas 76063. Our contact number 214-493-7745 or 214-994-8846. Transatlantic. We are the #1 air and ocean shipping company from Dallas to Ghana. Come on.
You try home, Yaba, you the comedy no ever transform. And then IT, wasem, and information technology. Could be by baby, I'm rock right me, any the Zoom, and any might be bring information or online. Hey, we're back on our commercial break. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and kindly hit the subscribe button on your screen, and you are going to get more information and very, very educative ones. So we're talking to our brother Mr. Grant from Liberia in African community. He's good in IT, so he's going to tell us more about the IT field, what he can do, what he has done, and what he can help you if you have an existing website and you want to update it. My brother, we're back from our break. We're going to bring some water. We're back. So before, look, what's the name of your, I know we have a website, right? What's the name of your website?
It's called GrantNet.
Okay.
.net.
Grant as in
GRANT net NET .net.
Net. Okay.
So my company is actually called GrantNet LLC.
Okay.
That's the name of my organization.
Okay. So what do you do on your website?
It's a web design business.
Okay.
So remember I told you that I work with the airline industry.
Yeah.
So that is my everyday job.
Okay.
So on the side, I design website for small businesses,
Okay.
personal website, blog.
Okay.
Those that want to have a biographic website.
Okay.
So I do all of that.
Oh, commercial and residential.
Correct.
Okay. So if I want to build a website, what do you consider? What should I do? If I call you, hey, I need to build, can you help me build my website? Either commercial or residential. What are some of the things that you look at?
The first thing I tell my client is before you should ask yourself a question and say, why do you want a website?
Okay.
Right. That's the first question I always tell my client, ask yourself.
Okay.
And then you can answer that question. Once you answer that question, we can help you with the rest of the entire process.
Okay.
Because people will call and say, I want a website, but the question is, why do you want a website?
Do
you have a business? Yes, I want it for my business. Okay, then that set the tone for the conversation. I don't have a business, but I want a personal website.
Okay,
It set the tone for the conversation.
Okay.
Do you understand?
You know which route?
Which route to take. Or I just want to be a blog, but I want to be a blogger.
Okay.
It set the tone for the conversation.
Okay.
So once you answer those questions, then we can now start asking you further questions on the type of website that we offer, and based on what you do, we can advise you on what kind of website you can build.
Is it really expensive building?
And that's one of the reasons why I started building website. I know that a lot of businesses, especially small businesses, when they hear about website, they get a little bit nervous.
I know.
They say, oh, it's a lot of money to have a website. Actually, it is not. And when I started the purpose of my business, you look at most of go to my website, I always say that we try to design a website to make it affordable to everyone.
Okay.
All right, to everyone.
Everyone.
Right, as much as possible. Keep the price as minimum as possible. So based on what you want, and then we'll guide you. Okay, this is what will cost you.
So what are some of the websites that you can build? I know you mentioned of commercial and private ones. And is there anything additional that
I'm sorry for cutting you, but so we build like e-commerce website. So you know what e-commerce means, right? So you have a business, you want to put it online, so people can go online and buy online.
Okay.
That's an e-commerce website.
Okay.
We can build that for you as well.
Okay.
Again, I mentioned if you have maybe you have an organization and you want to build a dynamic website.
Okay.
And what dynamic means is that the website is interactive. When people go to the website, they click on things, it's interactive. They want to fill the form, they want to do this, submit information. It's dynamic.
Okay.
We build that for you. Or you want to build just a simple static website. Static website means that the information does not change much.
Okay.
It's just informative. It just sit there, people go there, they see that information,
yes,
and it's
really
there.
Right.
So that's the cheapest site to actually build.
Okay.
Because I'm not going back and forth to change information all the time.
Okay.
Right?
I know.
Right. So I always advise small businesses, no matter how small you are, try to get your business online.
Okay.
Because technology is evolving,
yeah.
And no matter what you think about technology, everybody going to eventually get involved in technology.
Yeah, it's going.
In your submission, you made mention of building the website like commerce, where you go there, put your information, and you want to buy anything. We have community, we have associations in our community here. Can you build a website whereby they can go in there? They can go in there, apply for to be part of the members. You do application, and you can pay your dues, everything online. Can you do that?
Yes. So we can build. Just name it. We can build any type of website that you need.
Okay.
Again, we work with the client and guide you based on what you want.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So if you go to my website, for example, there's a form. You fill in the form and say, "Hey, I want this. I want a website," and we'll ask for a few information.
Okay.
With that information, we'll set a call. We try to have a conversation with you to understand exactly what you want. And I have a lot of clients that I work with in the African community that have designed website for them.
Okay.
All right. I've designed construction website, designed political campaign website.
Wow.
I've designed a couple of e-commerce websites that's running right now. All right. I've designed organization website. So there's a lot of even health website. There's a doctor that I just designed two websites for him, one for his weight loss and one for his medical office, for his doctor office. Nice. So also his patient kind of go on the website, put in the book appointment, all of that, and they can actually pay online as well if they want to pay online.
That's easy.
So do not think about how much it will cost you to design a website. Have a conversation with a web developer.
Okay.
All right. And tell them, hey, this is my budget.
Okay.
All right. And this is what I want. All right. We can always tailor the site to work with your budget. Okay. To help people to get online. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Once you're online, with time you can start building it up and make it way better than what you want. I know website is not just designing something and leaving it there.
Yeah.
Right? You need to make it, you have to go there and we try to help you to update that as well. Because remember, if you build a website, you need to have a back-end service. A back-end service means that you have to have a back-end that you can go to as a client and update information. Very simple information that you can update yourself. Add pictures, change the text. Those are things that we built for you to have the access, for you to be able to go there yourself. You don't need to know any kind of coding. You don't need to know anything. All you have to do is just go there and just tell what you have to tell. Right.
So in there, when you are contracted, I know you've worked with some of the Ghanaian association. I know you worked with Kuga before. Let's say if Kuga has contracted you to update their website, and if they do they have to pay you every month for any updates or anything, or they sign a contract for you to do it just one time, or how does it? So
it depends on what the client will want. Because some clients have existing website. They like the website. They don't want to rebuild it or revamp it. They just want you to come and help them update few things. Based on what kind of content we're going to put up there, we can work with you and tell you how much it costs you to update your website. If you want to revamp your website, so you have a website existing, you say, I don't like the way it looks and I know I want to make it better, we come there as well and work with what you have. If you already have a host, so so website are two key things to consider when you discuss about website. Let me just elaborate on that. So one, you need to get a domain name. So domain name means that you need to have a registration. There'll be a name for your online presence. So let's say my business website is called www.grandnet.com. That is my domain name. That is my URL. Anybody go online that want to check, go to my website, have the technical information. That name is registered, is provided by a company, all right, and I have to pay them subscription fees for that. That money doesn't come to me, all right. So you need to maintain that name for as long as some company charge monthly subscription, some charge yearly subscription. So it's up to what you want, what you can afford, how many years you want to pay for upfront, all right. And then you also have to get something they call the host. So just imagine this as you got a cell phone. The cell phone is your host. So I can give you a phone number, but you can't use that phone number if you don't have a host. You don't have a cell phone to put that phone number so it can work, right? So you have a domain name now, but it's not useful until you put it on the host. All right? So once you host that domain name, then that's where we put all your content for your website. All right? So those two key things are important, and you have to pay for those things. That's not, that money doesn't come to me. That goes to the provider. Right. And then you can do it monthly, you can do it yearly. It depends on what subscription-based option they have. For our client, we try to work with them and take care of that responsibility. Right. And then we include all that into a package for them. So they don't have to worry about all of that. We worry about that for them and give them specific information how this will be done.
Good. So are you able to track hackers? If maybe somebody, a hacker attacks somebody's website, are you able to resolve it?
Yes. So security is essential when it comes to web design. It's a key priority into our. It's one of the key priorities of our business. Actually, it is the key priority to our business because, like, think about it, owning a website like owning a house, right? You have your house. Guess what? You put all the security feature within your house. You get doorbell. You have cameras. You even put your house in fence, like we do in Africa. Most likely, Africa we're gonna have all the security features. So we rely on putting tall fence around our house and put the bar wires. So it's security. So if you have a website, you need to also have the same mindset to say, okay, I need to protect that website. Because that's the key thing. It doesn't make sense to build a house and you sleeping at night, people coming to work to hunt you in your own house. So you build your website, you want to make sure that you keep away hackers from your website. You can prevent it. We can prevent security. We can prevent theft from coming in. But we can stop them. The people, they will always figure out ways to manipulate the system. That's how left is. But then what we do basically is that it's a routine checkup. All right, you make sure that you see a loophole, you close it right away. So we have tracking on the website to see what kind of people come to the website, what are they doing, what kind of behavior are they doing on the website. And once we notice anything that is suspicious, guess what? We can actually blacklist that IP address or blacklist that pricing and make sure they don't even access that site anymore. Okay. So these are features we put in place. The key things that we have is all the website that we build, the first thing it must have is must be HTTPS. So HTTP is the protocol that is used for web communication.
So that one is different with www.
So www is the path. HTTPS is the protocol. The protocol that is used for web communication. So HTTP is the protocol, but S is the secure. So it's one level above HTTP, saying that your website is secure for communication from the endpoint. The endpoint is the computer to the server. So as I said, you have a host somewhere, right? So there's a server that whenever you type in www.grandnet.com, it has to go and get that file from somewhere. Right? So with HTTPS, that file is going to get is secure in the secure tunnel. You understand? So that protects it. Even you look at the bank, you look at any big website, they always have that padlock. There's a padlock there. That padlock in that website is secure with HTTPS.
At the beginning of it, Right. Good. So I know you work with some of the Ghanaian community and then the African community in general. Some of the what are some? Can you mention a few of the websites that you built?
I just did a project. I just did a project for Exvisia FMC. It's a health website where she has a practice, and then she's a Ghanaian actually. And I can mention her name is Joanne.
Oh, okay.
Cougar
president.
Yeah, Cougar president.
President.
Okay. Yeah, she and I just had I just completed her project, and she's very excited about it. She was grateful for what I did, and that's just one of the projects I just completed. And I just did a website for my wife. She sells books.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
She writes books for kids.
Okay.
I did an e-commerce website for her.
Oh, that's nice.
I did a website for a Liberian friend that's in Oklahoma, but he sells spices.
Okay.
So I did a website for him, e-commerce website. People go online and buy spice from online, and he managed all of that. Since I did that website for him, he's been so happy because he had all his clients in Minnesota, in different states, and they order from there. He just shipped the spice to them.
Yeah, I know you mentioned of Joanne Cougar, past president.
Yeah.
She's very, very educative, very smart.
Yeah.
And for you to work with her, for her to be pleased with your work, and she's really, really happy about it, I know you did a good job. Because, she really won the best. So I think, that's a good game. Any advice for the upcoming youth who want to enter in the IT field? Anything short message for them?
Yes. I would encourage people to go into IT.
Okay.
A lot of professions around the world, right, that people are interested in. I'm not a little bit biased when it comes to that because maybe I'm into IT.
Okay.
And I tell people, look around you.
Okay.
The entire professional industry is IT in every sector.
Okay.
Whether in the medical field, whether you're talking about airlines, every sector currently there's IT in it.
Yeah.
So it means that you can work in any sector.
Yeah.
All right. If I do mixing, that's the only area I can work in. Right.
Yeah.
So I will encourage young people that are interested. You need to create love for something because love is deep.
Okay.
And it lasts longer.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to really get into it, you need to actually first of all ask yourself the question. Okay, why do I want to do IT? And understand what you're getting into. Okay, love is deep, and once you create love for it, you need to build up yourself. It's not going to happen in a day or two. But there are many times that I wake up early in the morning to study. The new things that I get on my desk, I don't know where to start from. I have to go to YouTube. I have to call people that I know. I have to actually teach myself a lot of things. All right? You need to rely on your ability to do it and leverage other people that already have experience to give you guidance. That's what I advise young people to do. If you're on your phone every day, instead of going to Facebook, instead of going to Twitter and doing all this stuff, go on your phone and go to YouTube and look for something that is interesting in IT. Right? All right? And if you realize you start evolving. You start evolving. And again, you don't need to actually pay money to learn a lot of stuff. A lot of information are already on the line provided for you free of charge. Free of charge. All right? For example, like Udemy charge little or nothing now. If you really want to do something that's more formal, Udemy charge very little or nothing for training. It's an online training platform.
Oh, okay.
All right, and they train everything from a different sector. So a lot of IT information. I go to Udemy sometimes, even learn stuff from there as well.
Okay.
Right? So I would advise young people that coming up is do not give up. All right?
Yeah.
It's not magic.
Yeah.
If I can do it, anybody else can do it. I'm not the smartest guy on earth. If I can do it, anybody else can. Trust me. Because the challenges that I've come across, you have to learn how to overcome the challenges. And because you love doing what you're doing, you will keep doing what you're doing. But if you don't love doing what you're doing, it's a challenge for you because you realize you keep lagging behind. And technology is not going to wait for you. All right? Yeah. Today you have version 1, tomorrow you have version 10. So you need to be catching up and just keep yourself abreast with information and keep trying. And I'm always available to help any young person that want to get into the field. If they need guidance, they need direction, I'm here to help them and give them that advice.
Good, thanks. Any final words? Anything you want to say? You just add your contact then.
I want to say if you want to design a website and you looking and you kind of hesitant about it and you don't know where to start from, call me. All right, you call me. My business number is 682-268-1229. Again, it's 682-268-1229. That is my business number. Or go to grandnet.net and then all the information, previous project I've worked on, they are all on the website. It's grantnet.net. Any information you need, I have everything on my platform. You go there. If you have any questions, just send me an email or call me, and I'll be very happy to help.
Good, thank you. We'll be very happy to help. That's our brother Grant, our brother from Africa, Liberia. He has told us a lot about IT. Information technology has become part of us right now in the world that we live in. Why don't you give him a call? He do commercial, residential, anything about you when it comes to web development. He's there to help you. We have so many associations in our community, as I said, almost 12 of them. Now COVID has set in. It's hard for us to pay our dues and all that. Just contact him. Let's build a good website, put it together. You can pay your dues, everything online, whereby you don't have to go physically for a meeting before you pay your money. No complaint that, hey, I didn't come to meetings, so I didn't pay. It's easy for you to set it up and pay. Thank you, our brother. Thank you for the advice for the upcoming youth who want to enter into IT. We really appreciate your time and everything that you said. We put it to use and we will make use of it. Yeah, that's I said. Unyambre now here. Yeah, bro, I can't IT home. Awesome, actually. Yes, also be subscribe, watch share. No, I like it. No, I'm obedient. So, wama jinyame ebusi agudom so it may grow. This where we bring today's discussion, and I hope you make a time with us on our next discussion. Bye.